Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have gone to dark mode on Draftkings. Um, and it's going to take some getting used to, but I think I kind of like it. Um, yeah, so we're going to go over some NFL DFS right now. We're going to go over the Monday night football game uh, between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I do not like any matchup at all for the Commanders. There's not a single player that I like his matchup. And it's hard because you have to play a player from both teams. And I'm just not seeing any that I like literally at all. But I think I've figured out the lineup that I'm going to go with. We'll start off by looking at Patrick Mahomes' matchup. The Commanders are 25th against the quarterback, 26th against the pass. Patrick Mahomes averages 25.4 fantasy points a game. He is going to be my captain, ladies and gentlemen. Jaden Daniels is out, guys. I'm not sure when he's going to be back, but looks like he injured his hamstring in workouts on Sunday. This says week 9, most likely to return, but yeah, that stinks. Really like Daniels. That would have made this game way more exciting. Rashee Rice, guys, he had a great game last week, 23.2 fantasy points. Commanders are 24th against the wide receiver, 26th against the pass. And I am definitely going to go with him. Wouldn't mind even if I played him at captain, but I think I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes as captain. Marcus Mariota, I'm assuming he's going to be the guy since Daniels is out, but Kansas City's 7th against the quarterback, 3rd against the pass. I don't expect Mariota to do much. I think he would be one of the options to go with for the one player that you have to play as a Washington Commander. There's also Deebo Samuel. Kansas City is 6th against the wide receiver, 3rd against the pass. So I don't like Deebo Samuel here without Jaden Daniels. So don't really like either of those guys. Xavier Worthy. I like Xavier Worthy here. You see the matchup. He averages 9.3 a game. Was doing very well before Rashee Rice came back, and then he took his spot back pretty quick, you can tell. But Xavier Worthy should get plenty of points tonight as well, I believe. And we're going to throw him in the lineup. Scary Terry, they call him. Terry McLaurin. He has not played since week 3. He does not have a designation in advance of Monday's game. Let's see. Looks like he's intended to play in this game. I'm not sure if he'll be on a snap count or anything like that, but I don't really expect him to be a huge factor either, guys. I expect this to be a pretty dominant performance, actually, by the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, I don't see why you wouldn't play him or couldn't play him. I'm not going to, just because of the salary cap and the way things line up. So Washington is 19th against the tight end, 26th against the pass. I just don't love it, guys. And he hasn't really performed as well this year as usual, I feel like. So he's averaging 11.5 fantasy points a game. I don't want to go there. The one player that I am most likely going to play for the Commanders is Krosky Merritt. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is averaging 10.8 fantasy points on average. The Chiefs are 7th against the running back, but 13th against the rush. I just think he's the player that I want to go with from Washington. Isaiah Pacheco has done virtually nothing this year. I mean, fantasy point wise, he's only had 2 games over 10. Week 5 he got 8. Week 4 he got 12.8 fantasy points. Week 7 he got 12.4. I would imagine they're going to be in the lead tonight, like big time, and it would only make sense that they would run him a lot. But it's the Chiefs. I don't see it happening. I don't. With what he's averaged, 7.8 a game this year, I don't like that at all. But I expect them to have a high lead the majority of this game, and it would make sense to run him, but I don't know that they will. I could see the argument to play Zach Ertz here, but the Chiefs are 3rd against the tight end. I don't like it. Hunter Brown, probably going to be the next guy that I play. You have Butker, but I expect the Chiefs to get nothing but touchdowns in this game. I don't think they're going to be held to a field goal, at least very often. So I don't think I'm going to go with Butker here. I think I am going to go with Brown. And then you've got the Chiefs defense that I definitely wouldn't mind playing. They got 13 fantasy points last week. Washington's 12th against the defense, but keep in mind Jaden Daniels is out. It's not looking good for Washington in this spot at all, guys. Don't like their defense either. I could see you playing Kareem Hunt. He's very cheap. But I think the way it's going to go for me is I'm going to pick another guy, like just another receiver for these guys, like Juju Smith-Schuster. I might finagle with this, guys. I might try to fit I might try to fit the Chiefs defense in this one, because I really do not expect Washington to do much. I hope they do to make this a game, but I hope their players don't get a bunch of fantasy points, because I'm not playing except for Krosky Merritt or whoever I do end up playing in this spot. So anyways, guys, I do wish you the best tonight. I hope that you can figure this out, because it's a tough one. I do recommend going heavy on the Chiefs tonight. How you'd go about it is up to you, but but then again, I can't guarantee anything. So it could come out, Washington could dominate, but I really don't see that happening. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome. If you don't, that's up to you as well. So, but hey, I appreciate it, guys, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you so much.